Well, we're down at the training ground with the Don's latest signing, Romaine Sawyers. Romaine, how has this come about? What's your reaction to signing for Wimbledon?
So the manager got in contact with my agent Tuesday before the game. They had a brief conversation about me possibly coming in and like doing should we say, a month here whilst there's a few injuries in midfield. Because obviously he was struggling in that position, so it's worked well for me. Then my agent rang me and informed me of it. I was like, yeah, let's get it done, let it go over the line. And then yesterday I signed.
Was it something that really appealed to you when the name Wimbledon came up?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's a historical club. Obviously, you've had it where the old Wimbledon in the Premier League. I remember the Robbie Earl days and what. But now, obviously, the fans done a great job taking over the club and bringing it back to life. So it's a case of like I'm always been aware because I'm at that age where I know the old Premier League. Yeah.
What sort of discussions have you had with the management so far about your briefing to what you've got to do here?
Obviously, he just spoke well. He told me about the group, quite a young group in terms of their playing careers and whatnot. And he just wanted me to come in, try and share my experience with the group. Obviously, I've been playing all the leagues and whatnot, so it's just good to come in and be around it and amongst it in a busy Christmas period. So it works well for both of us.
You've only just put pen to paper, but could it go longer than a month if it went well, perhaps?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's ultimately the goal for me as an individual. I've got to come in and show my worth to the manager and almost repay the faith that he's done by giving me this opportunity. And I'm going to do that by trying to play, train, and obviously use my voice and experience to the younger boys in the group and just be a good character around the club, both on and off the pitch.
So, of course, a free agent since you left Cardiff. How have you kept yourself ticking over since?
So at the start of the summer, the PFA, I don't know if you know much about it, they had the programme on, which is really, really good. Like, it's like hats off to the PFA for that. And then after that, I've been fortunate enough that I play for St Kitts and Nevis, so I've had 2 international windows to keep me fit. So I've had games over the course, and then away from that, it's just being at that age and maturity where you know you have to stay fit because the phone could ring at any time, and here we are now.
And you mentioned the PFA programme there, it's just started up. It's a really good idea. You've had a lot of good players go down there, haven't they?
Yeah, very, very, very good. It's a case of when you're there, you're like, how has this not happened before? And it gives you the closest you'll be able to replicate a club. You're training Monday to Thursday with boys, your data's tracked, there's other good players that you've played with or against over your career, so it was good to replicate an environment. So when you go back into the environment, the gap's not big, whereas previous years you would have been like training on your own for months and then you go back in. But yeah, it was very, very good.
Of course, our paths have crossed in the past. 2017 League Cup tie.
Yeah.
You scored the first goal for Brentford in a 3-1 win. We won't hold it against you. Got any memories of that?
Yeah, it was a good game. Obviously, we were a bigger club, should we say, in terms of our league position, so we were expected to come and win. You made it tough for us. I remember the game going into extra time. Obviously, the stadium's changed since then, but at the time it was quite a tight-knit. It's a bit similar to Griffin Park at Brentford, where it was family-orientated. It seemed from the outside looking in, like a lot of fans making a lot of noise without being abusive and whatnot, which is very good, and that's like proper football league atmosphere.
So that's something that really appealed to you as well, that is very much a family club.
Yeah, for sure. It always makes it easier as a player to play when you know that the fans are going to be behind you. Obviously, there's going to be days where they're going to have things to say and it's going to be sometimes negative, but part and parcel with the job. But for the most part, from the group that I've seen when I've played in that game, it seemed like it would be family orientated, and all the noise that you hear about it, then testament to the fans obviously owning the club, that speaks volumes.
Absolutely. And of course, you're an experienced player. Did you know any of the lads when you came in for your first training session?
Yeah, I knew Johno. Obviously, when he was a young boy at West Brom, I was a few years older than him, but he was one that they were really happy to see like progressing and stuff, so we was aware of him. And then Alistair Smith, I've had a few conversations in the past. He played at Mansfield with a few friends, so like I would try and help him and like give him little tips and stuff about obviously me being a senior to him and stuff, so like it'll be good to actually get on the pitch and do it with him.
And that's something you're looking to do as well now. We've got a number of younger players around the group at the moment, is to pass on some of your experience and wisdom.
Yeah, for sure. I'm at that age where like I would have loved for a senior player to come in and speak to me and have that approachability where they can approach and come in. I'm an open book, I'm an open door. Like I'd sit and talk about football, like it's all I've known for the last 16, 17 years. So if I can give them just 1% extra to help them, like it'll be really good.
That's good to hear. Have you picked a shirt number yet?
19, it's a shirt number I've tried to have throughout my career, so when Kitman told me it was available, it was a great fit.
Good stuff. So, of course, I mean, it all starts this Saturday, Harrogate away, tough, difficult, windy conditions possibly. Are you relishing it because we're up for this battle to get into promotion?
Yeah, I think it's a great one to start with. I've obviously never played at Harrogate before, and they're quite a new team in the Football League, so it'll give you that League Two feel straight away, so that's good, get me right in the mix of it if I'm available to play and whatnot. And then obviously being 1 point out, 3 off the autos, it's like a great position to come in, hopefully in that Christmas period when I think there's 5 or 6 games, including the cup game, where loads of points will be picked up and dropped, 8 points out game in hand, and hopefully come the start of January we're in a good position.
Yeah, but it's worth remembering, isn't it? Of course, you know, we're just outside the playoffs at the moment. We're in a really good place.
Yeah, for sure. I think being the leaders isn't always good. There's pressure on every game, but when you're just outside, it's like you still got that little element of freedom. You know where you want to go as a club, as players and stuff, and you know everything's for 3 points. But chasing the pack, get a real momentum now, then it'll take you into January, February, March, and then come May, hopefully, in the top 6.
Romaine, welcome to Wimbledon.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.